Did the refs favor OKC in Game 4 of the finals? So, before I go into it, first I want to go over 6 things. 6 plays that are generally not being called by the refs in this series. 1. Random holds and small shoves and pushes for positioning. 2. Hand checking. 3. Small hand touches after a shooter releases the ball. General small fouls away from the action, illegal screens, and general physicality in the backcourt. All of these things are pretty much never called. Pretty much. So let's get into it. First play we want to start with is 5 minutes and 17 seconds into the game. Where we've got, boom, right there. As you can see, that's a foul. And one missed on Siakam. So if you missed it, you can rewind. Clear hit on the arm by J-Dub. Foul missed. 19-29, we got our next play. This is the free throw. This is the elbow that Dort gave right there. Got to give him a technical foul for that. That's one free throw missed for Indiana. You have to give this guy techs. You have to give at least a tech or a flagrant for an elbow because he keeps throwing elbows. So by not calling it, you're saying he's allowed to throw elbows. Missed free throw for OKC, or for Indiana rather. Then we got 23-36. 22-36. So right here, you'll see a drive by Chet. That was a foul by Toppin. If you go zoom in and go frame by frame, you can see he definitely catches Toppin, or he definitely catches Chet on the arm, so that's clear foul. 2 free throws that OKC should have had that he didn't get. Next we got 25-06. Okay, around here. After this shot and the rebound, Tyrese goes on the fast break, crosses up, and gets hugged from both directions. Caruso gets a steal. I think we can slow this one down once they show the replay, but that was definitely a foul on Caruso. Gave them 2 direct points off a foul that they shouldn't have had. So if you go here, I'm going to go slow. See, he's already got his arm around him. He's already holding him. There you go. More fouling. At what point did he get the ball there, Caruso? He didn't. It's a foul. Next. 32. We got 29. 29-12. So right here, show that whole play leading up to it. Since I can't cut quicker. 29-12. So you'll see basically SGA clearly push off right there. Very obvious push off. 2 free points for OKC. Should have been an offensive foul. We got 32-31. You'll see this. So watch Miles Turner here. Now watch when Miles goes to block Chet's shot. He gets his hand on the ball immediately. This is a clean block. Watch right now. Hand is on the ball the entire time, and you will see from the replay, Miles, as soon as he moves his arm to get that block, he gets his hand on the ball. Watch the replay coming right up. Right there, hand on the ball immediately, instantly, hand on the ball, clean block. The hand is part of the ball. So, we got 33-42. Notice right here, Shepard gets fouled shooting this 3. That is not a simple little bit of contact after release. That completely affects the follow through. It's foul in the air. It's just a foul. 33-55. Now you'll watch Shea get another push off on this possession for 2 direct points. One, it's just so blatant. It's a push off. Next we got 36-56. So the important thing here is watch Chet. Now for Chet to make a legal play on this drive, he's not allowed to make contact with any part of Neesmith's body because he is not in a legal guarding position. He needs to have his feet set and jumping straight up if he wants to make body contact with Neesmith. But Chet does not do that. His body is not set, nothing is set. He jumps, he leans straight into Neesmith and fouls him in the air. Right about here is when you can see the contact is made, Nesmith falls, and then Chet gets the block, but it's already a clear foul already. That's 2 free throws missing for Indiana, and then OKC goes the other way, and they get 2 points. 4-point swing off of an incorrect call. Next we got 39, which is the Obi Toppin flagrant foul. Now I want to say why this is not a flagrant foul. If you see, there is no windup, there is no follow through, it is not reckless, it is not dangerous, Caruso is not in a compromised position, there is not that much force applied. It's a foul, it's a hard foul, but that's all it is. It is one of the criteria they also like to use is unnecessary contact. Nothing about this is unnecessary, and it is a basketball play because Toppin, as you can see from the replay, actually goes for the ball. So it's not reckless, it's not dangerous, it's not unnecessary, it is a play on the ball. There's no windup and there's no follow through. It's simply not a flagrant. That's 1 free point for OKC. Chet body contact up to Caruso. So over here you'll see on the fast break a drive by Caruso. Mathurin jumps up to contest. He doesn't make contact with Caruso, and he doesn't make contact with the ball. Now let's see if they show this replay. So, as you can see, the only contact being made by Mathurin is the contact to Caruso's elbow, but Caruso is the one who extends the elbow into Mathurin. Mathurin makes no other contact on the play, and the ball is out on Caruso. OKC earns a trip to the line, and J-Dub scores 2 points. So an extra 2 points off a missed call. Next, 51-20. Nembhard pulls and drags SGA in the backcourt in the bonus. This should have been 2 free throws for OKC. It's very unfair to be in the bonus and then still getting hugged in the backcourt because they want to use that pressure to test Shea and to make him tired, but you have to do it fairly. So that's a call missed. Would have likely been 2 points on the free throws for SGA. Then 51-59. And over here you see Toppin missed the N1 on J-Dub. He was pulling back the jersey while he was in the air. It's just a foul, and 1 missed. Then 52, on the very next possession is the flagrant call on Dort. I'm not going to go too into this, but this is a completely different situation from the play from the Toppin flagrant, because it satisfies all the criteria for the flagrant foul. It is 1, wind up, which can be the jump, and then he gets ready to swing the arm down. So the windup is the jump. The follow through, as you can see, once he makes contact with Toppin's head, he continues to follow through with the elbow. It is unnecessary because, as you can see, by the time Dort tries to lower the arm, the ball is already almost behind him, so he cannot see it. He is not looking at it. He is not making any attempt to play the ball. Instead, he makes an attempt to elbow the head of an airborne defender and follow through. It is not a basketball play, no intent to play the ball. It is simply a flagrant one. And the Obi Toppin one was not a flagrant, period. And the 2 plays are not equivalent in any sense. They're not close, they're not comparable. One matches 4 or 5 of the criteria that they commonly state on the flagrant fouls, plus the NBA rulebook. The other matches none. It is that simple. Now we'll go to 103.05. Over here we have coming up on this play, you'll see J-Dub with a very, very clear charge on Nesmith. Nesmith has both feet set, and he just gets charged into. Now you'll see Nesmith has a foot sliding. That's not relevant. As long as both feet are on the ground, it is allowed. So that is a charge. J-Dub scores the free throw. 3 points for free, when it should have been an offensive foul. I will go to 104.12. So over here, Chet is going to drive on Turner. And similar to the foul by Chet on Nesmith, it's the same thing. Turner is making body contact with Chet on the drive, having established no legal guarding position. He does not get the ball. It is a clear foul. Should have been an and one for OKC. 105-17. So, this is just a demonstration of a foul. Now, the reason this is a foul is because Hartenstein does not get in any type of legal guarding position. He jumps from the restricted area. If you do that, you are only allowed to go straight up, no other way. He is in the restricted area, and he is jumping, not straight up, towards Turner, and he makes contact with him. The fact that he swipes at the ball is irrelevant because the body contact comes first. This is simply a foul. It was called, but I want to put it here just to indicate why this is a foul. Despite the fact that he swiped at the ball, he did it after committing a foul. And then 106-34, Ihart does pretty much the exact same thing on the next possession. As you will see, he attempts to contest the drive, but he is once again in the restricted area, not having his feet set, jumping sideways into the defender, and makes contact again. This time the foul is not called, but this is an incorrect call. It is the exact same thing he did on the previous play. Both fouls, very clear. They get away with one, 2 points. And then obviously, this by the way is a moving screen, actually. If you see Chet, this is a moving screen because he sets his feet, but then he moves his leg to trip up Nembhard, pushing him into Shea. OKC gets the ball here. That's a moving screen on Chet, but whatever. We'll even let that slide. It's not really rough. Watch, actually. I'll show. This is a moving screen. Ball should have been right back to Indiana, but OKC didn't score here anyway. So, what's this? This is not a screen. You need your feet set for a screen. So this is just a foul. Next. 120-10. Next we got this. I want to highlight this because there will be some talk about offensive rebounds or just rebounds in general and OKC getting whistle for fouls. But they're all fouls. At this point everything is clean. But if you watch, when we go slow, what does Dort do? What does he do with his arm? Exactly. He throws Mathurin down with his arm while he's in the air. This is a dangerous play and it is very clearly a foul. 135-12. So, this foul on SGA, this is one of those fouls that they were not calling throughout the game, throughout the series, just random holds for positioning. Indiana gets a possession here, which they don't score any points. But yeah, that was a foul against Shea. That was the one foul on the rebound that they made in the fourth quarter that was wrong. Every other foul was correct. Everything else was a legitimate foul and not little loose fouls with the way they've been calling it. Next, 144-32. What do we have here? 144-32. So this is the same as the Turner and previous Chet fouls. The body contact in the air. He is not in a legal guarding position. This is just an N1 foul. Yep. Then we've got 144-51, which is the very next play. Oh, this is actually a very good one. It really highlights the advantages OKC gets from the refs. So, watch this. One push-off. Takes a shot, they get the rebound, blah, 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 goes out to Shea. What does Shea do? 2 push-off, elbow right in the stomach. And they get the points. If you actually rewind, Jada pushed off twice, but the first one was kind of light, so whatever. But Jada push off, Shea push off, free 2 points. Not legit. Those were both fouls. 151-36. So, this drive, this is an extremely close call. So what happens here is Nembhard drives, Chet comes to help. What Chet needs to do to have legal guarding position if he wants to be in the restricted area is to have his feet set before Nembhard starts going up for his shot and to jump straight up. Otherwise, like if he wants to make body contact. If he doesn't want to make body contact, that's fine. He just has to get the ball. But if he wants to make body contact, once he gets to the restricted area, he has to have his feet set and jump before Nemhard gets into his upward motion. So if you see on the drive here, this one is very close. Chet's in the restrict. What the hell? Where were we? Oops. 151. 151.06. Oh, what the hell? 151.36. Okay. So when he drives, Chet comes into the paint, and he jumps straight up, but he does not establish a legal defensive position, which would be both feet on the ground in Nemhard's path. That would be a legal guarding position. He fails to establish this before Nemhard goes up. As you can see right now, he's still not there. Still getting in position, and Nemhard is already going up. And then Chet makes body contact, and that is a clear foul, because Chet is not allowed to make contact when he is not in a legal guarding position, which he was not. Granted, it was very, very close. It was a few frames too late, but still, just another call that goes, it's a 50-50 call, I guess, goes OKC's way. I mean, it was a foul, but goes OKC's way. All right. Next, 151.48. That's this play right here. What does Shea do? Guess. Oh, what's that elbow? Is that an elbow into Neesmith's chest? Oh, wow. Sent him to the floor and made a bucket. Oh, another offensive foul? Wow. Who could have seen it coming? But maybe it's... no, I don't need... I'm at a loss. So, 152.43. Let's get the next one. Siakam, whatever, doing this. Cool. Turner. 52. So, in case you missed that was a two-hand shove by Dort on Tyrese to get the steal. Indiana's in the bonus. Two hands, shove, right there, steals the ball. Likely would have been 2 free points for Indiana. Instead, OKC takes the ball, and they earned 1 point on this possession. So that is a 3-point swing in OKC's favor. Off of an incorrect call. Okay, 152. So 155.13 is the next one we'll go to. What's the play? Oh, it's J-Dub. What's he gonna do, I wonder? No, he's not pushing off. But this is very important here. SGA, bang. That's another push off. Neesmith had to jump on this, and then he was out of position and at Shea's mercy, and he gets called for the foul. Of course, it's a foul on the shot. He fouled, but what is that? So Shea can just remove him and get all that space, but Neesmith, he can hit the hand and it's a foul, which it is, but Shea fouled first. So that's 2 free points they got, and if you count it all up, that's a plus 31 point, not plus 31. That's a plus 30 point differential off of referee mistakes in favor of OKC. And I didn't even include all the extra fouls, like more Shea push-offs. I just included the most blatant ones. But he had other push-offs, and OKC had a lot of moving screens. Indiana, only Toppin was setting moving screens. But for Indiana, Caruso, Chet, and Ihart were setting moving screens pretty much every other time. I was looking through it at halftime. I decided not to include it because if we included the moving screens, it would just be like OKC would have fouled out by the third quarter if we counted all those. So, yeah, that's that. So, let me know. Is the extender really real?